Okay. It's live.
Hello, Wisconsin.
I think it is. Maybe it is.
Yeah, we're on YouTube.
All right.
All right. Let's do this.
We're going out to the ether, guys. Prepare yourselves.
I'm ready. I'm ready, sir.
Facebook group on. All good.
Oh, Patton Oswalt. I don't think we don't need to. He doesn't need to be on the list, but oh, what a nice week he's had.
Man.
Totally done it to himself.
Yeah.
Like you had a nice moment with your old friend.
Man.
You're talking about seeing a picture like a manufactured or produced, or like a production out of just a picture, like a New Year's Eve picture, but like that Instagram post that Patton Oswalt put up of that he had someone else take the picture of him sitting at the desk, writing down his apology letter.
You just gave me an interesting idea for a bit for the episode.
He took the extra step of like, hey, here's the, take a picture of me sitting here in my, looking all serious about my apology. So, oh, I'm sorry. So Manny, what's the bit? Did I ruin it?
Yeah, I'm just going to say it for the episode, man. I don't want to spoil it for the people.
I wasn't sure if it was related.
Well, yeah.
Or if we're going to talk about that.
Tangentially related to that.
All right.
Oh, fuck, where'd I go?
Yeah, did you disappear again or something?
My camera is acting a fool. Like there's been more interference than usual, so I've been having to restart it. Because who wants to see a bunch of shit interference?
Okay.
I'm still here, just readjusting.
Post in both groups. We're all good. What up, Bruin Backhand? How's it going?
BBH, what up?
And thanks for the like. We got one like, so thanks everybody.
Oh yay! Hey man, it always starts. All we need is
quick.
Yeah.
Let's get that up to 2.
Yeah, let's do it too. Come on, guys.
That's what they say on the hoteps. Are like, let's get that like button up to 200 or 400 or whatever it is.
Honestly, I'm cool with 2. That'd mean we're the shit. Let's go.
Well, 3.
3 times, fool.
I'm so tempted to, click on it myself. Here I'm on the ER account. So
hey man, don't be that guy. You're already listening back
I know,
to our own
I just said I was tempted. All right.
Be that guy. Just don't tell us.
Just said I was tempted.
Yeah, don't let this asshole tell you what to do with your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Can you see? Is it like Facebook where you can see who likes stuff? I don't think
no.
They hide I think they hide the dislikes from people now.
Yeah, they do.
I think we talked about that a while back because I think it was like early on in the Biden presidency. So it was like early 2021 that they were, maybe it was earlier, but they were going to experiment with removing the dislikes so that you could still dislike a video, but everybody else won't see how many dislikes. So they wouldn't see the ratio of, thumbs ups to thumbs downs, thumbs up, thumbs down,
thumbs.
Yeah. So I guess they've just done it for everybody now.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we'll take the dislikes too.
Take it all.
Those might be more valuable,
Just
be like, oh, what's Robbie done this time?
Yeah, just tell us why. No, maybe not.
All right, y'all ready?
1 sec. Yep.
All good. All good.
Yeah, ready to go?
All right, 3, 2, 1,
Good evening, Endless Ranters. Welcome back for episode 90 of the Endless Ranters podcast, your Endless Ranters podcast. Thanks for watching, listening, subscribing. We really appreciate it. Happy New Year, I should say, or we should say. My name is Chris, but I'm just one of your hosts for this evening. I'm joined by my fellow hosts, Robbie Spotlight. What up, Robbie?
Hey. How's it going?
Hey. It's going good, man. Thanks. Happy New Year to you, brother.
New year, new me.
Awesome.
New black t-shirt.
I don't know. The old you was all right.
Yeah.
So we'll see about this new you. Now we got to start our whole friendship over.
Yeah.
You know,
more work.
I know. I got to get to know the new you.
Yeah.
And then you heard him. It's producer Manny. What's going down, old man?
What is up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Doing all right, man. Doing all right. Happy New Year to everybody once again.
Great to be back.
Yeah, it is great to be back. I guess we took a couple weeks off. Not too bad. So we did release a few new episodes over the Christmas break. So
Oh yeah,
or Kwanzaa break.
That's right. Hope you lit all your candles.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't know if they've got candles, but we better move on before we get in trouble.
Yeah.
Before Robbie says something wrong.
Well, there's so many candles, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah. Do you want to pray? Right? Yeah.
Yankee candles.
Yeah.
There's Yankee candles. There's the Target section where they have all the Mexican candles. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm always tempted to get those as gifts for people for Christmas. Like
you should.
Well, they're not cheap though. They're not cheap.
Oh.
They're not cheap to buy for a bunch of people to like really spread it around, spread the humor.
Hey, you know what? A good joke only needs one recipient, so just get it for one person.
That's true. Hey, if it makes me laugh, then it's worth it. But
Well,
I don't know about you guys, but there's a section of Target that's like pretty close up front. It's got all that, all those candles. So.
Yeah. Well, I saw somewhere online, like don't buy people candles for Christmas or something. I forget why, but I don't care. Like if you get a candle, you probably know you were like a last minute gift, but just appreciate it.
I got my mom candles, but my loophole is that I say that my kids picked them out.
There you go.
Which they did. They did actually. In this case, I did. I had my two of my kids with me, so
makes it even more special.
Yeah. So, yeah. Who says this? No, don't give candles. What?
I saw like a video.
Oh, that's a
online.
last minute. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I would say I think candles are more of a last minute thing, or soap. You go to Bed Bath or Body Works, Body Shop.
Oh yeah, just kid. Oh man, I don't think I did that since early in my marriage or before that, where you go and you buy like the buy two get four free or whatever the hell It's like, how do you ever charge regular price in those stores? The Bath and Body Works, do they ever charge regular price? And then
everything's always on sale.
How much are you marking it up on regular price if you could just buy two get just buy two and then take a bucket of other stuff for free?
Yeah.
Keep asking these questions. You're going to have a rep at your door.
Unknowable.
Are you
Unknowable.
Chris? Yes. I would have a word with you, please. Off camera, if you don't mind.
Well, it's like the car commercials too. They do the same thing where they're like the new GMC Denali, like 25,000 lower than MSRP. It's like, what?
Or even better, let's harken back to the Warner Brothers cartoon days. A fucking cane, just the hook end, just comes out of off screen and gets you by the neck.
Oh yeah.
Off.
Yeah. Not physically possible, but yeah.
Well, speaking of Warner Brothers, do you guys remember? I don't know if you guys had them in your city many years ago. I don't know, 25 years ago. There was the Warner Brothers store. Do you remember that? Yeah, and it was all Warner Brothers. Obviously.
I think there was one at Universal City Walk.
Probably. We had
Warner
a couple
Brothers Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes, yeah, Bugs Bunny.
Okay.
Then there was Gremlins and everything. Superman, Batman, whatever was Warner Brothers. And I remember one. I don't know if it was a Mother's Day, but I was in high school. It was last minute, and of course I didn't have money. I got my mom a foghorn salt shaker.
A foghorn leghorn.
Yeah, that guy. And the other guy, it was like, I think the dog and the thing. So it was a salt and pepper. I'm like, here you go, Mom. And she's like, oh, great, thanks. But
Foghorn leghorn was a total. Yeah, he got me too, I think.
Yeah,
right?
he was
He was
probably
rough
also a
with the
trumper.
ladies. Yeah, trumper.
Yeah. No, you're thinking, yeah, Foghorn. That's who is
It's
that?
I think it's the
Not
whatever you want to
Yosemite
call
Sam.
it. It's a cartoon rooster.
Yeah, you're right.
But
You're
it
right.
stood up very tall.
He was very tall.
Had huge pecs. Well,
Yeah.
brass chicken. Okay. But like didn't look like the chickens looked more like chickens, but he did not look like a rooster. I remember being confused by that.
He strikes me more as a libertarian than a trumper.
Yeah,
I think I don't know. I think I saw him on September. What is it? 6th, January 6th.
Yeah,
at the Capitol.
Well, he was the one. He was one of the ones that, as soon as he stepped off the airplane in DC, the FBI arrested him.
And you saw Yosemite Sam there too.
Yeah, there were some Yosemite Sam like characters there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Christmas. How was your Christmas, guys? What'd you do? What'd you get? What'd you give? Where'd you go?
Rob, you go.
Me? All right. Well, I spent it with the lady and her family, and actually my parents. So, the family. She's got a couple kids. And they were there. Everything was fun. Let's see. We had a typical American meal, like the ham and the macaroni salad and the mashed potatoes and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fun.
Jello with weird stuff floating in it or anything like that.
Yeah, I think so. Actually, yeah, for sure. I got some cool gifts for the kids. As far as for me, I always say, just give me socks. I literally just tell everybody, just give me socks, and that's it. It makes it easier for everybody. And of course, I got pajamas, and then I got socks. But right now it's kind of cold, at least for San Francisco. So I love them. I've got some of those like kind of super, thermal type of socks, which help me out a lot. And I've got these very soft pajamas, and those help me. Not silky, but they're pretty soft.
And those last 30 seconds.
Ladies. And
I'm glad you're comfortable.
Just imagine. Yeah.
Your thumbs up for socks.
And then of course for the ladies, some perfume and stuff like that. Did that, and I went to Macy's the night, literally the night before. Got some some vests at the, I don't know, Dockers or Champion. I don't know. I don't know. And of course for the kid, got a PlayStation 5.
Nice.
Yeah. 10 years ago, I would have been like screaming I would have been like, that's for me, but it's not really. And then an Oculus for the little one, even though when
what you call your dick?
The little one, yeah. I just put it down there. I'm like, here, this is what you could be.
You'll be on your Dan Dunn shit. Be like, hold on, I gotta go for a few. I need some me time, some alone time.
Some me time with the little one. And the Oculus is it's fun. But it is recommended. It says 13 years and older. Probably because that's when kids start going through puberty. I don't know, but
man, it's gonna be weird. I heard that the guy that was on Adam Carolla podcast not too far back, Ruby. You know what I'm talking about?
Zuby.
Yeah.
Damn it. Yeah, Zuby. All right. I said Ruby, and I was like, no, his name is definitely like something more, more exotic. Yeah.
He's British, right?
Yeah, he's doing a concert, like a virtual concert.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Well, so it's like, I guess that's, you should have expected that kind of thing, but that's I don't know. I wonder if it's going to take off this time. You know what I mean? Because these things have been around for a long time, and there just hasn't been participation. But
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. I don't want to get. I know we kind of. I don't want to veer off too much because we're gonna ask Mole Man how his Christmas and New Year's was. But I'm glad you said that because come on, the metaverse has existed for a while now. I remember, and yeah, Manny, you know about video games and stuff like that. I remember like even PlayStation, I don't know if it's 3 where they did their own kind of like Second Life thing where you can just you can go. There was like a little city you can go into, even like a little movie theater.
I mean, Second Life itself is another good example of it.
Exactly. We had the Second Life, and before Second Life there was probably something else. So whoever, I don't know,
The
Zuckerberg, and Sims.
Well, I mean, I guess there's
Mhm.
probably other products that have existed that existed for a long time, in some way, like mildly successful. And then something changes, something changes in society or whatever. And then for whatever reason, it becomes widely used. I don't know. I had to think about that for a little bit. I hadn't thought about that before, but so it's just a question of, will it take off this time? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think that before COVID, let's just say before COVID, I don't think the news of Zuby doing a virtual concert in the metaverse would have reached me. I don't think I would have, I don't know if it would have even happened, or if it did happen, I don't think I would have known about it, or he probably wouldn't have done it. I think I've heard him, long enough to where I think he'd prefer doing his concerts live, but I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's we'll see how. And now I think they're marketing more at the adults, right? So we're the ones with the money.
That, or they're going to tie like financial things into it. Like maybe you could live in the metaverse and actually make money.
Yeah,
like doing something. Like there could
not
be an
to get-
economy in there, and
for sure.
I don't know. I really have zero idea. Like, does it need 1 million users? Does it need 30 million users for something like that to really feel real? Or what level would it need to get to? But it's interesting. I mean, it could really. I mean, I'm kind of like, I'm a little worried about it because it seems pretty weird. For like the first 30 years of my life, I was not trackable, right? And then that's kind of, for me, that's when it happened. It's like, well, then everything after the year, like everything I've done is tracked. Everything is, you could trace pretty much where I was all the time. But I don't know. But for some people, like I was like my kids, like since everything they've touched, every technology they've touched it's tagged, somebody in Amazon knows like what shows my girls like before they could even speak, like what TV shows they tap on their little tablets before they could even read the TV show.
Oh, definitely.
I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It could be just normal for them.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's so many possibilities. So many.
Yeah, I was saying I'm kind of worried about it because it's so weird, but then at the same time, it's like it would be kind of a shame if it isn't used in some grand way, like in some like kind of metaverse world way. It would be kind of a shame. It's like, I mean, it's kind of like a massive playground for imagination or whatever. I'm sure it'll be a lot of bad, like whatever. But I mean, a lot of.
Oh yeah, I think I don't know who. So many people will say that whatever new technology we get and people invent, one of the first things that we do is what porn, right? Always. But not to get too sappy, but even these headsets, Oculus and all that stuff, PlayStation's about to come out with a new version of their old one. Even people with like disabilities, it would be, obviously they can't do certain things, but once they have that on, it's like all you need is your mind.
Right.
Yeah. And if you can't really experience, certain things while, physically, you may not be able to. With this on, you can get that feeling. So a lot of, good positive things about that as well.
Yeah. And I don't think humans, like the nature of humans is not, as soon as I can go to a concert live, I'll a virtual concert, because it's so convenient or whatever, I'll never go to a live concert ever again. Like, so I don't think that like, that's like going to replace it, but I don't know. We'll see.
But those were the major gifts.
Very nice.
Yeah, and it was fun. I got a little tree, and a real tree, and it was with the lights.
A real Christmas tree. Okay.
A real Christmas tree.
You can say Christmas on this show, Robbie.
Yeah, a holiday
Still
tree.
America on.
No, he actually got a
podcast.
New Year's tree. A
New Year's
Hanukkah tree.
A what?
New Year's tree. Hanukkah tree.
We can cut that out.
I'm
just kidding. I don't know. What are you talking? But seriously, what are you talking about? Did you get like a tree to plant in the yard, or
no, an actual tree, a Christmas tree. No, because the last few years, I was not really feeling it, and I mean, I like the holidays and the lights, but you know, I had like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree back in the day. I got it a few years back,
Mhm.
but I got the whole thing and with the lights and everything. It was fun, traditional, and it's all good. And I watched Home Alone and and Die Hard, my favorite Christmas movie.
Nice.
So that was
Favorite
that was my
Christmas time
Christmas
movie. Favorite
Yeah.
movie that happens during Christmas time.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I'm just kidding. I don't really know if it's a Christmas movie or not. I think it is.
It'll be debated till the end of civilization.
I think it is,
It will be debated till the end of time. I say it is. There's Christmas, signs and
Not for the Gruber family.
No, it's not.
No, it's not, Robbie.
Quick question: is MacGruber? Is it based around Christmas time?
Oh, I was talking about Hans Gruber.
Yeah,
but I did think about, I wonder if there's any relation or how we can start talking about MacGruber because I love MacGruber
and Hans Gruber. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Rob.
Yeah.
I didn't really see that coming, but thanks for talking about Die Hard. Are you done talking about your stuff now? So I can talk about MacGruber?
I am. It was a fun time, and then New Year's was fun as well. It's not uneventful, which is how I wanted it.
Oh, fuck.
I'll just say MacGruber is a great television show. You should check it out. Rotten Tomatoes.
It's
in the 90s for the critics and the people on Rotten Tomatoes. Not the movie, but the show.
The show. Paramount. You got Paramount Plus or something?
Is that what it's on?
I think so.
Yeah, I have things through Amazon Prime channels,
Okay.
so it's like I never really know where I'm watching anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very confusing.
I'll give it a look. See.
Sound like my mom now. Can't remember channel. Like doesn't know
Yo.
what channel. You know what I mean? Like that's I gotta fix this.
Press some buttons.
This is bad.
What
Don't
about
even
you,
know
man?
what channel you're watching something on?
Hey, it happens. Sometimes you just, channel surf and you land on something. It's like, where am I?
Yeah.
As for myself, got together with family, out with on mom's side of the family for both New Year's and Christmas. Got a watch, actually. I haven't worn a watch since high school, man. It's been, my wrist has been nude for 20 years. It's not on me.
Did you get a Yeah, we saw. There's no. Where's
the watch?
For the audio listener,
he held up a wrist that had no.
The
watch
audio
on it.
listener, they got to keep them in mind.
But even for the visual, like there was no watch on your wrist.
True. Anyway,
that you held up.
Yeah, I don't know. It was part of a white elephant gift exchange or whatever. So
okay, I was gonna say, was it an Apple Watch? Like,
nah.
That's a serious white elephant right there.
Right?
You got a traditional watch? Yeah. I got my old watch out recently, thinking I need to get a battery put in it.
Oh, you know what? It's an entry-level digital. That's what it is. An entry-level digital watch.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, like an old school G-Shock.
It's got a fancy. Yeah. It's got a fancy sounding Graham Wellington cousin name.
Okay.
It's in the box somewhere. I gotta go find it. But I got that. I got a Boys in the Hood long sleeve shirt, which is pretty damn dope.
Fly.
Yeah, dude. Every time I wear it, every time I put it on,
pretty dope.
Ricky. And then, go on with my day. What the fuck else?
That was Cuba Gooding Jr., right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
What was it? Well, no. Was it him?
He's the one that said Ricky, I think, right? He's the one that does not die. He gets so mad. Boys in the Hood, right?
Yeah, you're right.
His friend, I don't know if they get chased down or something, and then he wants to go out and kill him. And
I heard you say New Kids on the Block, and I was like, that's why I said Fly. And you said you got to.
Boys in the Hood.
No, boys. No, I don't know. A boy band popped into my head because it wasn't Boys to Men.
Okay.
I'm familiar with their work.
Hashtag like, Chris So White.
And I was like, that's Fly. And then I was like, wondering what you guys were talking about. Like, I was thinking maybe, because I don't know anything about New Kids on the Block. I was thinking maybe Cuba Gooding Jr. was in their video. Ricky.
Someone gets shot in a New Kids Block video? What the fuck?
So Boys in the Hood. That's the one with Lawrence Fishburne, right? That was the more serious one, not like a little less violent than Menace to Society.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was honestly, a quick side note, surprised at how violent Menace to Society was, man. I was like,
yeah. It was It was kind of didn't
colors.
try to have as high a message, I think, as Menace to Society.
Well, no, the thing I noticed about Menace is that it's a fucking stage play on film.
Okay.
I was really
A lot of
high.
talking.
Yeah, I was, and a lot of like cut, fade to black, next scene. So I was, when I watched it now, really stoned as an adult, I was like, "Oh, this is a fucking play,
Huh.
hood ass play."
I never noticed that.
Yeah.
You know, I think the three of the big urban movies back in the early 90s was it Don't Be a Menace.
New Kids on the Block.
I mean, Menace to Society,
and
right?
Sync.
The Backstreet Boys.
What is it? Juice. Remember Juice? That was another one.
I don't think I saw Juice.
Yeah.
Was that with Tupac?
Yeah, man.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
You got the juice now.
Yeah. I want to say Omar Epps, but I'm not sure. But
I think he was also in that.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so you gotta
Juice,
watch
Boys in the Hood, and Menace to Society. Okay, I saw 2 of those 3.
Okay, see, there you go.
Have you seen Colors, Chris?
Ooh,
I have seen Colors. Yeah,
we've talked about it. Colors.
with Maria Conchita Alonso.
Bruin Backhand says Menudo. Chris.
Menudo.
Another
The
good
group.
boy band.
The
Yeah.
band.
Another
Oh
boy
yeah,
band.
yeah, I know them.
Puerto Rican boy band.
Are they?
Wait,
oh
were
yeah,
they-
yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I used to work with a guy from his family's from Puerto Rico, so he would tell me about that. Yeah,
Yeah. What about Training Day? Have you seen that, Chris?
yeah, that's a great movie.
Monkey's Uncle. Yeah, good one.
That's a great movie. That really kind of like solidified my opinion that Denzel Washington is maybe the greatest male actor of all time.
Right?
you know.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Because like he can play like the character, like the hero character you love, and he can play
Mhm.
like he can just play the worst character and the worst bad guy, and you love him too.
Oh yeah.
He's a lot more range than I don't know.
And now he's
Others, I
doing I don't know if it's Macbeth or some Shakespeare.
MacGruber?
movie. No.
Did you say MacGruber?
Yeah,
He could have been in MacGruber because it's got an all-star studded lineup. Ryan Phillippe.
Philippi, I think is the more
Philippi?
commonly. Yeah.
Philippe.
Yeah.
Will Forte, of course, as MacGruber.
Yeah.
Kristen Wiig. Kristen Wiig doesn't get enough attention as a comedic actress. Like, I don't know if I've never seen her do stand-up, but she is hilarious whenever she plays those kind of, like, I don't know, comedic roles.
Oh yeah, she's very talented.
Sorry.
Another
We were talking about Shakespeare.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Denzel. Another female comic. She's actually a comic that's pretty funny on SNL. Have you seen Melissa Villaseñor? She's good.
Yeah,
And
yeah, she's really funny. Yeah, I like
her stand-up is pretty good too. So yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
To round it out, gotta tie my shout out to Quana here. What up, Quana? Everybody
Hey,
knows
Q.
I have curly ass hair, and Quana's daughter's a hairstylist, so I got a recommendation for some really useful shampoo. And
I was looking at your hair. Okay.
yeah,
This is a product. Okay.
yeah, this ties into. Well, I gifted my mom some shampoo. I know it sounds like basic as fuck, but she liked it. She's used it quite a bit actually. And she asked me one day, "It's like, yo, what's up with the shampoo? Where'd you get it?" What she noticed that she saw some improvements, so I just ordered her a couple bottles. I was like, "Here,
Like,
you
it's
go,
got
Mom.
cocaine in it, Mom.
Makes your
got
scalp
CBD."
feel alive. Really gets your brain firing." On
That's
all
a really
cylinders.
thoughtful gift if it worked, and it's not suave. You know what I mean? Where it's got the price tag like printed on.
No,
Not
no,
a price sticker, but the price tag's actually printed on the label, like part of the design of the label.
no, that's not how I roll.
But that's
So-
a nice gift. That's a very thoughtful gift, I think.
yeah. So, New Year's, I again hung out with family, and also I hung out with my the homies from my previous job at the Salvation Army. What is it, Desiree? She lived like less than 10 minutes from where I was at. So I was like, hey, I'll be back in a couple hours. So I went over there, rung in the New Year's. The neighbors across the street were doing burnouts on their fucking motorcycles. It was actually really annoying.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's not enjoyable.
Well, to top it off, the entire neighborhood, I'm not fucking using any hyperbole here. The entire neighborhood was shooting all fireworks at the same time. Yeah, it was quite lively to say the least. I didn't know that they got down like that over in Azusa, but It was a good time. I
Yeah,
was
big Jewish community out there.
hella Jewish. You have no idea, man.
I know. It's like Mazel Tov. Yeah, fireworks, all that.
Yep. And it was a great time. So, what about you, Chris?
Well, good,
how'd you celebrate?
I celebrated with family. Let's see. Christmas morning went. Kids sleep at the ex-wife's and wake up there, but I get over there before they wake up. So we do all of our presents and stuff together at the tree. Spent some time there in the morning, just playing with stuff, whatever. And then took the kids home to me for a little bit. Then we went over to my sister's. That was the first time we've been over there in a while, like because of COVID and also because I'm ostracized.
Yeah.
Fucking black sheep over here.
Yeah. Since
Did they see you on
it's
footage of January 6th? Is that what happened?
Yeah, look. If I bring MAGA hats for your kids, the proper way is to say thank you. I'm just kidding.
Personalized MAGA hats.
Yeah, I know. The proper is thank you, sir.
Yeah, I have another.
Yeah. No, I just haven't seen him in a while, plus COVID and all that. And having kids it's tough with all the schedules. So, but that was really nice. My girls are a little older, so they can handle her dog, so that was like a big deal.
What kind of dog is it?
I don't know. It's like a mix. Looks like Australian something because it's that shape and it's got one blue eye and one other. Uh-huh. But it's not like a shepherd though.
You can say half breed
because it's wild. Hey, I think it's like I don't know, quadruple breed or something. Okay. But they got to just enjoy a dog, since put our last dog down maybe a year and a half ago or something. So they got to enjoy that. So that was fun, memorable. And I don't know, it's been a while since I had like a home cooked meal. So that was really nice. Well, like not by myself. Like
your dates don't
like I can cook stuff. No.
Come on. No. They should bring you like a casserole or something. Come on, the ladies in the neighborhood.
No. Then they'll like try to leave a dish behind or something.
Oh, what's his name with the glasses and the beautiful skin? Chris, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, but it was nice. I got the big gift I got this year was a click belt.
A click belt.
You know what these click belts are? You never seen these?
Is it like a belt that displays clickbait articles?
I was hoping for the excuse to talk about click belts for 10 minutes or so.
Mine slides. If you pull the thing on the bottom, it just slides out. Is that one of those?
No. Well, I don't know. Is there are there actual holes in the belt where a thing goes through it?
No.
Or is it? Oh, okay. Well, maybe you have a click belt.
Yeah.
Something like that. Or I don't know. But it's made for TV. This is my third click belt. So my kids get those for me. And I think they're great. They're great. So I had one click belt where it wore out.
Yeah.
So I got a new click belt and I went to go, you have to like cut it and like put it into the buckle because you can adjust the length. And I noticed the buckle from my first click belt is in perfect condition. And it's like heavy duty metal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I had to throw it away because I got a new click belt. It came with the buckle and the belt.
And is it one of those belts where you if it comes kind of long, you can just cut it and adjust it yourself?
You cut the back end, before you put it into the buckle. Yeah,
correct. Yeah.
Cool. And it's got like the ratchet in there. It's got like the plastic like teeth under the belt.
Yeah,
but you can't tell.
You have to press it in tightly to kind of hold on to the belt.
Well, it sounds like your click belt's wearing out a little bit. Maybe you got a low quality quick belt.
I gotta ask.
It's hard to say.
What's your favorite? Are you more of a canvas, nylon, leather, or leather standard?
Well, I'm not sure they make a click belt with real leather, Manny. So, I think it's not real leather, but it's brown. It looks like leather.
Yeah.
And why does a belt need to be leather?
You want it to last.
Hey man, that's not. This thing lasted a long time. Oh yeah. So the reason I got the click belts because I would get annoyed. But yeah, there's like I said, at least
Bruin Backhand in the comments is laughing because you called it ratchet, and I like it. Chris used the word ratchet.
Yeah, it's like kind of like I don't know if that's the right term.
No, but we like that term. That's that term is kind of urban, but it's nice coming from you. Ratchet. It's basically if you call a woman ratchet, she's like a ghetto. She's like a hood rat.
Are you,
Right, Manny?
are you wretched?
No, ratchet. Like the
You,
tool.
instead of calling her wretched, you called her a ratchet, a tool, like a tool. Oh, a tool. Oh, okay.
Yeah, ratchet. Oh,
Okay.
she's so ratchet.
A tool that turns nuts quick, can turn.
Man.
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Just got to work on that one.
We
Anyway,
gotta
yeah.
work
So
on it.
yeah, it sounds like you got a shitty click belt,
Yeah, I'm gonna have
not
to.
holding tight. But anyway, so the reason was because the leather belts I had, like, they were really nice leather belts, right? Because she would get me like a nice one with matching shoes or whatever, and it was like it would crack because where the the whatever you call it on a belt, I don't know what the pin goes through the hole.
Mhm.
There's a bend there, so over I don't know, year or two, that leather starts to crack and crease where your belt is always at. So if you're fluctuating weight, like
Mhm.
it spreads out, but if you wear the belt a lot, like you're wearing out the belt in that one spot. So the leather actually cracks faster, and the click belt, I
Got the solution to your problem.
just fell apart because I've worn it so much.
What's the
And
solution?
the AEA.
The what? The AA?
The autoerotic asphyxiation or whatever.
Man, Chris even knows the terms. Have you looked into it, Chris?
No, man. I'm a loyal member of Delta Phi.
Yeah.
Delta Phi.
If we're ever waiting for Chris,
Yeah, frat
on
guy always
Wednesday
talks about
evening,
this.
and we're like, "Hey, Chris, are you going to get on the show? We're trying to record, and we can't find him.
Yeah.
Make sure to go to his place.
Yeah, I'm hanging
find
my
him in
click
his
belt.
closet. Probably going to be hanging there.
Yeah, I shouldn't have made that joke, but
No, but it's good. Thanks for letting us know.
no, it got worn out, but yeah, click belt's the way to go. You can't tell. And if any dude's just like, dude, like, what's your belt? I noticed your belt buckle looks odd. Doesn't look like be like, dude, what are you doing? Like, why are you like, see, no guy can come up and be like, I've been checking out your belt buckle a lot, and it doesn't look like a traditional belt.
Yeah.
Just be like,
I think
why you look at my belt buckle?
Elon Musk needs to get on the whole belt buckle thing. I think that should be the next.
The click belt has passed him by, I think.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. By the way, I bought some Dogecoin today.
They probably wear click belts on the space shuttle.
Yeah.
The space station. Space station, I meant.
Space station. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably. Almost. I'll just say it's true. Let's move on. All right. So that was my Christmas. So what about New Year's? You want me to start? Because I did nothing.
Nothing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh no. You know what? One more. My son got an Xbox. Or two Xboxes you got an Xbox here and an Xbox at his mom's.
Are you serious? Did you guys plan?
Yeah, you kind of have to. You kind of have to now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that's just kind of.
Can't he just lug it from one house to the other?
I know, right?
Any normal latchkey kid?
What?
Yeah.
I think my cousin, he did that.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him carry a $300 device back and forth now.
On Sundays, he used to take
this will
his
save
Xbox.
us. That would cost us like 4 Xboxes,
Oh man. Okay, that's good. So did you guys kind of talk about that first? Like, hey, you want to do that? I want to do. Okay, let's both get him
yeah. I think
Okay.
it became like once he went on an Xbox, we were like doing the math, like, oh, he's gonna have to have one at both places. And I guess but nowadays with the S, you just download all your
The cloud.
stuff, and it's like that doesn't skip a beat. So,
Yeah. Okay.
but yeah, he got that. He got the Game Pass. I got it. I got a free trial of it too. So I've been playing some Madden.
Oh,
Like
Madden.
all times. It's been a
Rest in
long
peace.
time. Oh, that's right. Then he passed away. So we were watching the doc. We were watching the doc last night. So it's
Okay.
fun.
Chris, real quick, Monkey's uncle said that. So the service that goes and looks for you when you're missing can combine with Rest Assured disposal service that throws out your sex toys. So we'll put a little,
you need that.
Yeah, we'll put a little alarm on Chris's belt. If it goes around his neck, it's going to go off. We're going to get notifications on our phones.
I don't know. I wonder.
Your belt can't go past your nipples, Chris.
I don't know if the click belt would work for that. I
Mm,
don't know what to ask Def Rat guy.
yeah.
That's what he was talking. He's always talking about AEA. Like
I don't remember that.
abbreviate it.
I
No,
don't remember it abbreviated.
Yeah, I think maybe
he had one of his one of, like, I don't know, Poochie's uncle or something died from
Yeah.
AEA or or Mike or Big Mike or one of the
mics.
One of the mics, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, so 2 Xboxes.
Anyway, yeah, he got an Xbox. He's got the Game Pass. I've been playing some Madden with him. It's fun.
Cool.
But, yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, New Year's I didn't really do anything. Yeah, at all. I was asleep pretty early.
Yeah. I don't remember either. Yeah, it was pretty. Oh,
you obviously got hella hammered. You don't remember shit, bro.
Yeah.
You're rolling blank tape.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
I think
Robbie
we were
was
just watching
probably.
movies. It was pretty low key this time. Yeah. I was watching a movie. It was a low key this time around. What about you, Mo Man?
Oh,
New Year's
just hung out with the coworkers
with the
Daisy and Desiree and Jasmine, all of them.
Nice.
Okay.
Shout out to the fam.
Yeah.
You guys have any New Year's resolutions?
Actually, I have a few.
A few?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's
A bit off the beaten path.
Somebody track. We're gonna track these.
Yeah. So they're a bit off the beaten path, and it might seem odd to some, but I'm feeling compelled here.
No.
Dabble in some white collar crime.
Like it.
Up my blasphemy, throwing goddamn holy shit type. Everyone up it a bit more. I feel like I've been lacking, a life of sin. So kind of,
You really?
Up that a bit some more. And do my best to start a Fortune 420 company and see how that goes.
Fortune 420. Oh, I get it.
Yeah. So
okay.
Something.
It's 5 of them, right? It's 5.
Attainable. I'm trying to be attainable and realistic here with my goals.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Would you like? I don't know. How can we support you? I like the first one. Get involved in some white collar crime.
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh, I forgot the last one. Demand more of others deodorant.
Yeah,
I've been working in the public again. It is and other jobs. Just people out and about more. Just kind of been assaulted by some foul orders. So
some of the worst BL I've ever experienced is was from a UPS driver, in a series of them. You know what I mean?
I think it might be a job requirement, a prerequisite.
You think so? Okay, so maybe. It's not okay.
Because if it's happened more than once.
Well, I thought maybe they feel like they don't need to worry about that because they're in and out. You know what I mean? It's like if they worked in an office place surrounded by a bunch of people, they'd be more considerate, but they don't they don't feel like that. They don't really need to be because they're just in and out, but it's strong. You know what I mean? Like you're opening a door and it's like, poof, it's like when you open the door, you're like sucking it in to your office,
Right.
It's like, whew. So I don't know. Just, I'm done talking about that.
No, you have the floor now. What are your resolutions, Chris?
I don't really have any. I don't really have any. I never do.
Whenever you see the need
that
for
kind
change.
Of cliche. It's like the cliche of it's just another day. This year I was kind of working from home where I had to burn a bunch of vacation time. So basically the last 3 weeks of December.
The horror.
I know. It's like, I know that was a total, I told you I could be, I could be a douchebag.
All right.
I'll admit it. I'll admit this, but yeah, I said that really it's terrible, but, so I was doing barely working from home at all. Cause I was it's a long time to not be at work. So during this time I was getting good rest. I was getting good sleep. I was eating well, I was walking, I was active, spent a lot of time with the kids. So I was kind of went into New Year's it's time to reverse some of that. So Monday for lunch, I went to KFC.
Okay.
Did you get a family-sized meal?
Oh yeah, I got the big box meal. Yeah.
I
just go with whatever the biggest thing is on their billboards at the drive.
with
one that's 48% of the space on the menu. I'm just gonna do what they tell me to do and buy that and order that.
And a 64-ounce Pepsi.
It's actually the one, if you go to a fast food place now, they have the annoying pre-recorded thing.
I don't know it's been a while for me, man.
Really? Okay. Cause it'll be I think if you go to McDonald's, the first thing you hear, you hear is would you like to try the new, inverted egg McMuffin, breakfast sundae or whatever it is? And so you're kind of, the first thing is like, you're like, no, but you're not talking to anybody. It's pre-recorded.
Yeah.
This KFC is like real janky. So it's pre-recorded, but it's pre-recorded by some, just random employee.
Yeah.
So every time you're like, you think like, this person's really talking to me, because it just sounds like a regular dude. It's not rehearsed or anything,
Yeah.
So, and then it's not. So,
I went to Jack in the Box on New Year's Day. I don't really like the whole fast food stuff too much. Not that I'm Mr. Super Healthy, but
did they have one of those pre-recorded messages?
No.
Oh, thanks. Your story.
But I did buy. Sometimes when I go and I buy for friends or family, I'm like, okay, yeah, give me some of that. First of all, I hate ordering. I hate it. And now whenever I order for other people, well, I order for I'm fine with myself, but when I order for other people, I start writing it on my phone. Okay, what do you want? And I'm going to type it in, because everybody has so many special freaking orders. Yeah, I can have a burger.
Oh, from when you went, they were not with you. They're back wherever.
Or if they're with me, or like at sometimes I'm with mostly Spanish speakers, depending on who, and then they depend on me also to order. So I hate making the waiter wait or the cashier wait, because then or if you're like, okay, what do you want? And then we're standing in line or looking at the menu for 5-10 minutes and you still don't know what you want, just order. Or, are you hungry or not? So I'm ranting, but hey, that's the show, right? But I usually start typing it down on my phone, like, okay, one of these, great. And then once we receive them, I'm like, hey, here, you grab your stuff.
Yeah.
And then they're like, if ever I get like a burger, oh, did you get the one with the bacon and this? I'm like, I really don't care. Just give me whatever you have. Cause I like, sometimes it turns into a big production, which annoys the hell out of me, But I went
if
to
you're
Jack in the Box.
Taking a lunch order for somebody like that, like it's discourteous of them to give you, really any special instructions. You know what I mean? Like substitute this or that, or make sure, it's like,
yeah.
Go get your own lunch.
Yeah, exactly.
Go get your own lunch, sweetie.
I can't deal with it. That's why I would not be the best like personal assistant, or maybe I would, because I'd write it down. I'd ask them, okay, what type of any special instructions? No, okay, I'm gonna get you a cheeseburger. Boom, fries, soda, great. But anyways, we went to Jack
if you're a personal assistant, they deserve your attention on that.
No, but yeah, because I'm getting paid exactly, and probably paid nicely-ish.
Probably, yeah.
But I didn't know that they had at Jack in the Box the mini tacos. Have you the little tacos that they sell you, the like 2 for 99-cent ones? Now they have a box of mini tacos that come in like a Chinese food, like chow mein style box, and there are a whole bunch of mini tacos in there. They're pretty small, like. Yeah, so I was like, oh, let's check them out. They were okay.
Chow mein box full of tacos or something.
Yeah. And they had one of those, and then they had the mini taco supreme, whatever, because it's now that was a mess. That was the mini tacos with the cheese like splattered all over them, and like the lettuce and like sauce. It was like vomit, but the other ones was fine.
Okay.
The other ones, they were fine. Anyways, I thought it was interesting. Jack in the Box, something new, something.
Yeah,
new.
I mean, they're all like all just like, I don't know. Yeah, every fast food place has someone like into just like make up some crazy shit department,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So chicken nugget wrap or whatever the hell.
By the way, Bruin Backhand, we were talking about BO, right? He said the worst BO I experienced was during the summer when I was at a Coheed and Cambria concert. Is that how you call it?
Yeah, those Coheed fans could be rather.
This dude smelled like literal armpits. I can see that.
Before that band, is that one band or two bands?
That's one band.
One.
Okay.
It's one. But is it two guys?
No, they're characters. It's
one curly-haired guy or something.
Yeah, the entire basis of that group is it's like a giant concept. It's always concept driven, just comic book sci-fi shit.
That's come up before with Jaden, maybe, or someone else that was really into mute. Might have been you, man.
I like him a lot. Jaden likes him a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember it came up before. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So
A co-heat show. That's funny.
yeah, anyway. So no real, my New Year's resolution was to get back to normal.
Yeah.
Ignore the kids and eat terrible. I'm just kidding. No, I usually eat pretty. I mean, I don't know. It's just another day for me.
One of my New Year's resolutions is to quit my gym, because I just moved and it had the complex has a gym.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
But I get busy with work. Like I try to go online to see if I can quit through online, but I couldn't find it. You know how they make it hard for you to quit the gym. So now I'm afraid to go to the gym to talk to one of these guys, because I know they're going to try and give me the runaround. And I just want to be like, dude, just give me my cancellation thing and that's it. So I gotta do that. I've been kind of busy, but that's one of my resolutions. Quit the gym and then go to the gym. Yeah.
That's important. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Don't go to the gym. Just stop paying for the gym.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's been a while since I paid for a gym. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my work, my building has also a gym. So I don't know why I don't use it. I don't use it either.
You should, man.
I should. It's right there. It's included. It's not like
get a post work workout in and relieve all that stress from,
for
hard
sure.
day's work.
From podcasting on the clock.
Yeah, I'm at work right now.
Hey man, that takes a lot out of you, all right?
Yeah.
Don't knock it.
Although, you must be worried every now and then during our podcast about, Hans Gruber.
Well, Monkey's uncle said, he said, just go in to the gym in a tank top and say, do I look like I need to work out? Yeah. So that's what I got to do.
Nice. That would be pretty sweet though. If you go in, you're just like, I want to cancel my gym membership. And the dude looks you up and down. It's like, all right.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like you're done.
No problem.
I'm not even going to fight this.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm satisfied with what I have. I'm good.
Yeah. If they look at you, just like, it's not worth it. It's not worth the effort trying to get this guy back on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway. All right. So, I guess that about wraps up Christmas and New Year's. Now we're gonna get into the art and culture portion of our show and talk about the movies we watched recently.
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe we should start with the one that is probably closest to art. West Side Story.
Yeah.
Manny is going to take the lead on this one because, I'm not going to. So, Manny, you went to see it. How was it, man?
It was a lengthy watch. Well, it took my mother because she's also a fan of the theater, and I was, I asked her a few weeks ago, I was like, "Hey, you down to go check out this play on the screen?" After consulting our schedules, finally landed on the date, and there are no subtitles. Much to your chagrin.
To my chagrin.
Yeah.
Is chagrin good or bad?
Bad, I guess. I don't know. Much to your displease.
So chagrin will be that I feel bad about that.
I guess. I don't know.
So so when they spoke, and because I had heard, saw like a headline or a news story about that that Steven Spielberg did not want there to be English subtitles during the Spanish speaking parts of the movie.
Okay.
Were there large? Is that what you're talking about? Like there were no subtitles for
the Spanish scenes weren't that long. To be
okay. Oh yeah. That was my question. I was going to ask was like, were there are they just talking about like mamacita? Like, I don't need that translated if it even is possible, or like, were there like lengthy scenes like in Spanish that like, if you didn't know Spanish, you'd be kind of like, well, damn, what just happened?
Well, I mean, shit.
Can I quote Steven Spielberg?
But not that lengthy. And I think
we don't want to hear from the creator of this. We would rather just make up this.
It's funny you should mention it. I got him on the line. He's with us right now. Steven, thank you for joining us.
No. He said, I felt that subtitling the Spanish was disrespectful to the second language of this country.
He called it the second language.
Yeah, which is fine. I understand. I mean, why didn't he call it the first language, huh?
That's what I was talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, well, what about the people? What about the people that don't understand the Spanish? What about the even since he wants to talk about the Latinxs? There's plenty of what they call in my community the no sabo kids that don't know any Spanish at all. The no sabo.
yeah.
Kids. Have you heard of them? They're the
Well, no.
Well, they're basically to keep it short, they're the kids that grow up in the United States and they identify themselves as Latino. They grow up, they're by race or in heritage they are, but they have no idea how to speak Spanish, and they call them no sabo. The reason they call them no sabo is in Spanish, the real word to I don't know is no sé. But a lot of these kids, they grow up saying no sabo, like no. So they're like kind of Americanized or whatever.
What is Sabo short for? Is there
not a goddamn thing?
No, it's their version of I don't know, but it's not the correct I don't know.
Okay, so what are they mistaking there with Sabo? That's a certain tense of a verb? What would the verb be, or what? No.
So I don't know in Spanish is no sé. No.
Right. What's the full like verb of say? Is it just say? Is that it?
Say,
I mean,
it's exactly. It's
okay,
no says. I don't know. Says like to know or whatever, something like that. But they translate it to their natural way to translate it is no sabo. And you know how when people make fun of Spanish speakers and they say, they're like, can I go to El Carro and go El Pantalono and
okay.
Yeah, shirto. So I think
they think that Sabo means to know.
Correct. I think that's it. They think it's the correct, and I've seen it firsthand. So this is what I asked Steven Spielberg. What about
then their Spanish speaking parents be like, give them a smack or something?
You know what? I've seen it live and in person where I will correct their kids and I'll correct them, but I don't know if they've given up on teaching them the actual correct pronunciation of the words, but I will correct them. I don't want to see that in front of me. I'll smack your kid.
Because good.
Yeah, hardline militant over here.
Fucking major pain, Robbie Spotlight.
Yeah.
So
all right. So
are they mistaken okay. Huh. Yeah. So West Side Story. So there wasn't. So it's like.
And also, whenever there would be like a break of Spanish dialogue, there usually would be another Wedo or other character that interject to be like, in English. So, I mean, as someone that grew up, speaking both, sometimes you would encounter either someone that you work with or just some general nosy motherfucker that wants to know what you're saying. And they'll be like, hey, speak English. It's like, fuck off, dude.
Now, are you saying that happened in the movie theater?
No. No, in the actual movie.
Oh, in the actual
character in the movie. That's what I thought you said. Okay.
Yeah. So that's Steven's kind of way to cop out. Like and then do they translate it?
And the character they switch over and start speaking English.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, what if it was really like, what if they did like he did that, no subtitles, but like in every Spanish speaking dialogue, there was always like a whitey that would be like, after the Spanish person says they went to the biblioteca, like took the subway to the biblioteca, the white person be like, oh, really? Jesus, you took the bus to the library today. Awesome. Like, we'll kind of repeat everything in the dialogue to let you know what they said in Spanish, but like human subtitle
for sure.
Anyway, but so my question would be, when that movie West Side Story plays in a theater in Mexico or in Spain, do they put English subtitles up or no Spanish subtitle? And you know what I get? Like, do they go the opposite way?
Shit. I mean, either that or they'll I guess dubbing. I don't know, dude. I think they'll dub
English
it. They'll probably dub it.
Because English is the second language of Spain, or I don't know, it might not even be that. Because because even in Spain, they've got kind of different dialects that
No, Spain's got what is it, Castellano or Spanish, the Queen's Spanish.
Yeah, but there's like, is it the
bitch ass Queen
Barcelona area? Like that's the north. There's an area. There's like there's certain there's divisions, like political divisions or something like that go back to these regions in Spain. So I think like Barcelona and the way they pronounce like Barcelona, instead of Salona, Thalona.
Yeah.
I don't know. Different dialects, not different languages, but
another quick tangent on the movie. I know that this is supposed to be a stage play, and I get why, and dance, song, and all that shit. I was pretty big surprise while watching this movie. So during one of the fights between Riff and Antone, they're like fighting for the gun that Riff recently purchased. But they're not fighting. It's interpreted through like an intense dance number. I couldn't help but just lose my composure and start laughing because I, in my stone mind, is just like, dude, what if I was in the middle of the road and I just saw two dudes fighting for a gun, but they were doing it through dance? Like, yo, son, that gun, fuck that. And they just start break dancing or just like pop locking or whatever the fuck. It's just like, it's a problem why I shouldn't watch certain movies.
You'd be inspired to change. That's what would happen if you saw that on the side of the streets.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Well, so did you enjoy the movie? Did your mom like the movie?
She loved it. There was the fight scenes were intense. I'll give the movie that. There was a few moments where I winced because there was a dude that took like a full paint can to the back of the head. One dude got to take a fucking lead pipe to the fucking eyes, like just people getting stabbed and just
really.
Yeah, there was some intense.
But in dance.
No. Like the actual rumbles, they got down. So I'll give them that.
Got down and dance.
No, I mean after the song and dance was done.
I'm just kidding.
Then they're like
there was actual real
violence. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So if you're a bloodthirsty dude and you get dragged along to this movie, don't worry, you'll get yours too.
I was gonna say, like, I was not gonna go see this movie because I find it unrealistic that people would work out their problems through dance.
And song.
You know what I mean? Like, like that's never happened before ever. Right.
Imagine you're having a really like intense conversation with your son, like you're grilling him on like whatever the fuck, and he just starts I think
I would just like kick him to the wall. Like if he started breakdancing, like, look, Dad, you don't understand. It started popping and locking. I'd be like, kick him. I just
have
kick
you
him
seen
to the wall.
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, that's how he defeated what's his face. He fucking
Star-Lord.
Yeah, he just starts dancing.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
Bad guys like what?
But like literally, it's more likely that the plot of Armageddon is happening right now. You know what I mean? Than racial tension and violence being worked out with dance.
Yeah, true.
As much as they've tried. West Side Story, Electric Boogaloo 2.
Monkey's uncle said
Breaking 2.
He said English is the second language of endless ranters.
Pretty much.
Pretty much,
yeah.
Hey man, don't look at me. I'm ERP instead of ESL.
Multicultural.
Yeah.
Well, taking it to the Armageddon route, the next one that I actually watched this in movie theaters before it was released on Netflix. I didn't even know it was going to be one of those multi-releases. Don't Look Up. So
Don't Look Up.
Yeah.
So you done with West Side Story? I mean, so that's a recommend. It's a 2 thumbs up.
1.5 thumbs up. I mean, I wouldn't give it 2 just because excessive singing. That always just like.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, if you're a fan of that shit,
Manny.
What?
Okay, so that movie. I think the some of my brothers and sisters out there might take offense to. Isn't it like one of those kind of white savior movies? Also, she falls in love with the blonde haired guy and the blue eyes and is it one of those? He's gonna take me out of the ghetto.
You think that it would be that?
It's like the typical J-Lo movie.
Yeah,
but it's not.
It's actually pretty funny. They did show that preview for the J-Lo movie where she's like a pop star that gets fucked over by her other famous boyfriend. So she comes over here and she's the savior for Owen Wilson. It's like fuck the white savior. We're going with the brown savior.
This time it's the opposite. No, I kid you not. everybody out
This
there.
movie should be sponsored by UPS. You always ask what we can do for you. Well, now look at this.
What can Brown do for you? Exactly.
Yeah, dude.
Well, if you see so many J-Lo movies, it's always like, oh, she's the housekeeping, and then the rich, white guy shows up, and oh, now I'm, it's like, and then the next movie, same thing. Oh, I'm the poor, and then the rich guy comes in. I'm like, okay, J-Lo, let's spice it up a little bit. But I'm glad she's a brown saver. Great.
Yeah, congratulations to her.
Thank you
for that.
All the brownies out there.
Well, I might watch. The excessive sing. All right, I'm out. Thanks, Manny. He saved me.
Sure, that's what I'm here for.
Excessive singing, I can't now.
Mission accomplished, yo.
I'm gonna trust you on that one. But I'm glad we got to the bottom of what Steven Spielberg thought about that. Like, what if they did subtitles for people in that only speak English in Spain?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, what the thing is, like, where, and it's okay. Like, it's his art, right? It's like it's his choice,
Sure.
right? So what's the problem? Like, I'm not going to see it. It doesn't really bother me. But it's like, what's that? Like, a love of film. Like, he's really good at making movies and entertaining, to now he's like, I will decide, that these people, deserve that, like, these people deserve this and these people don't. And like, I will decide that now.
That's what bothers me. Just say, oh, I wanted to keep it pure, and more realistic or something. Don't decide for me. Don't decide for the No Sabo kids. Just,
Yeah, those are the real victims.
Yeah, the No Sabo
what I mean?
kids.
He probably doesn't even know about the No Sabo kids.
That's right.
And their plight.
Yeah. You know how Wu-Tang is for the children, ERP is for the No Sabo kids. We're here for you, kids. There we go.
The thing. It could be our thing.
I think it could be.
Oh, we're on Getter. Yeah, Endless Ranters podcast. We're on Getter now.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I learned, listening to some other podcasts. I was listening to Tim Pool, that Getter, like, the first community that really adopted Getter was like this international Chinese like whistleblower association.
Okay.
Like, people, like Chinese people from all over the world, basically, that left the Communist Party or whatever, like, blew the whistle on them stealing things or stealing, intellectual property, whatnot. So
interesting.
I don't know.
Okay.
Weird.
I'm gonna buy Getter stock.
I don't know if they have it or not, but
We're
have to go
there.
Public or something. I don't know.
Yeah. But Don't Look Up. All right. So Don't Look Up is a movie that's on Netflix. You saw this in the theaters. How'd you pull that off?
I was off one day and bored, and I just, hopped on to see what was playing nearby, and it was
before it was on Netflix.
Yeah.
Okay, so they released it out there in theaters. I don't think they did that here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wasn't aware either.
I went, and the whole time I was just kind of, I don't know. When it comes to movies like Don't Look Up, I was just like, I get what y'all are trying to do. I get what you're saying. Part of me enjoyed it. The other part of me is just like, I already knew what type of reaction the movie was going to get and how some people are going to compare it to, modern, it feels like a rip from the headlines type movie, like inspired art imitating life imitating art type.
Sure.
So a part of me was already dreading how much, I don't want to say like overselling. A part of me was dreading the overselling that was going to happen with the movie. So I was just like, all right, I enjoy this. And I like how they went with they actually showed the super elite rich people landing on their new planet.
Yeah, like, what, 24,000 years into the future. Yes. Yeah, spoiler alert.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
And the first thing that happens is fucking Meryl Streep gets annihilated by that bird. She's like, oh
yeah. That was a highlight for me because I can't stand her. So seeing her get her face eaten by a giant bird type creature. It looked like the bird from Up. Kevin from Up. I don't know if you see the Disney movie Up.
Yeah.
This big giant bird with a giant beak. Like, just started, eating her.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. I really like the movie. It's an interesting one because there's a lot of there's a lot. Everything goes to the political filter, on like Twitter, and like people like judge that book before it's judge it by its cover.
Yeah.
I had a kind of an interesting experience with it because I watched, like, all I saw was the trailer, like when Netflix first put it up, and I clicked remind me, and I was like, that looks pretty entertaining, and that was it. Never thought about it again.
Did it remind you?
So when it came out, I watched like the first half of it, and then this is like Christmas, whatever. It's like, I don't know if that was Christmas Eve or week before Christmas or whatever it came out, and then I stopped. I something came up, Christmas, whatever activities, and then I saw all the because I had started watching it. I was like, I'll read some of the news reports on it, or like some of these headlines that you're just popping up or Twitter, and like people like were like seeing it through a political filter, like didn't like it, thought that it was like making fun of Trump supporters, or thought that it was like a climate change, like a preachy climate change movie. And I was like, no, but I'd already watched the first half, and I was like, really? Like, I wonder what happens in the second half of this movie that like makes everybody think these things about it. And then I watched the second half, and I was like, oh, nothing. Like I don't think these people have seen the movie. Like, or people, people go into a movie
and
like
they see
that.
what they want to see. They take away what they want to take away, man.
Yeah, they go into it with like a political chip on their shoulder. Is this? I could think this would be an attack on me.
Yeah.
Adam McKay, like they don't care about you. Like, they really don't care about you.
Adam McKay, he did Anchorman and some of those other ones. Is that correct?
Yeah. The Big
Hangover,
The Big Short.
Is that him? No,
I don't know about Hangover, but Big Short was him. Okay. So he's done some serious movies too, or
But it is funny how you will watch some movies and one group will think it's about them, and sometimes the other group will also think it's about them. And I haven't seen it, but it sounds like if maybe both groups can kind of get together on that and just enjoy the movie.
The people that should be offended are like the political class people, like people that work in media. Like there's the ones that get skewered, like tech oligarchs, Bill Gates, those kinds of guys. Like, I don't understand why anybody that's like conservative would feel like this was an attack on them for some reason, because they don't feel that strongly about climate change or something. So, because the president, Meryl Streep, is clearly Hillary Clinton. Right? There's even a picture. They cut to a picture of her hugging Bill Clinton. And at first you think, well, that's just the fake movie president, Meryl Streep, that Meryl Streep's playing, hugging real President Bill Clinton. But it's like, no, that like they make it seem like that's not Bill Clinton. That's just her husband.
Right.
I'm going to have
this is the president in the movie, and she has a husband, and it looks like Bill Clinton. So they make it seem like her, and she's a horrible person. Like all the people in the media are horrible people.
Yeah.
The talking heads with, it looked like just your average like cable TV morning bullshit, show. So
do you remember the part Monkey's uncle said that, first of all, he said it was like Armageddon, but / Idiocracy or whatever, plus Idiocracy.
Yeah.
Or he said they were smart in this movie. Meryl Streep was in blue half the time and red the other half. I don't know if that's a thing, but sounds
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Sounds interesting. Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me. I mean, he's a smart, director, writer, whatever it is. So I enjoyed it because I kind of like the topic of like when disaster strikes or whatever, like how does society react? Like how do people react? Because it's never really makes sense.
Well,
so it's fascinating. It's unpredictable.
With that being said, are you looking forward to that Moonfall movie that's coming out soon?
I think so. I don't know a lot about it.
It looks more. That one looks like a popcorn flick, right? It looks like more Armageddon, more action, more Hollywood, big budget explosions. That's what it seems. Maybe
the biggest explosion, if you ask me, they're killing the Earth, bro.
Right.
All I know is an American's going to save us. That's all.
Yeah.
All I know.
A white savior planet's going to come in at the last minute and save Earth.
And he's going to be divorced, and he's going to be estranged from his child.
He's going to be
it's going to make it all better.
Yeah, and his wife, his ex-wife, he's gonna have to save also his ex-wife and the idiot current husband.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
fuck.
Yeah.
yeah. Your daddy's an astronaut.
Yeah, and then at the end, the new husband's gonna like shake his hand and be like, "Yeah, you're not such a bad guy."
I was
Well,
wrong.
remember in 2012 though, that's a great disaster movie where the new husband gets killed. I think he kind of sacrifices himself too.
Is that John Cusack?
John Cusack's the
Yeah,
ex-husband, right? And then
he was a
Amanda
star.
Peet, I think, is the wife. She's a
Oh,
bit of all right.
man, yeah, she is.
And then I don't know, some guy that dies is her husband.
Amanda Peet, just
And they
watch her in the
kind
whole
of
nine
like they give
yards.
him like decent treatment in that movie. They don't make him the giant douchebag.
Mhm.
The first there, he's like a plastic surgeon, I think. But
Yeah.
then he winds up, I think, sacrificing himself and kind of to
Mhm.
save the kids and his wife and her ex-husband. Guy's kind of a sucker.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. What was the last one that we were going to talk about?
The Matrix,
Oh,
Oh,
the Matrix.
which
That's
is hopefully
another one.
the last one of those they make.
I hear you said you hope.
I hope it's the last one.
Well, I've
They
read
need
that.
to be done.
No, there were plans to make, I think, 2 more, but now I've read that the producers and obviously the Wachowskis have talked about right now they don't have any plans. And I heard that it probably bombed. What do you think? You saw it. So what are your opinions?
I was glad I watched it at home instead of going to the theater for once. I was actually,
Yeah.
was one of my off days. I was like debating. I was like, should I leave the house or should I just be a lazy sack of shit today? I was like, stay in and watch this instead. So I just got back into bed and I threw it on and I was just like, what the fuck is going on, man?
Yeah.
Like
Weird.
the entire opening is just like a retelling of a good chunk of the movie. I was like, what? And I honestly thought I was like, did I smoke some extra strong weed? What the fuck am I watching? Because
it was it was just off. Like something was really off about that. So like it had like it looked like a Super Bowl commercial for Matrix flavored Sprite.
yeah.
And they decided to pay like Keanu Reeves and Carrie Ann Moss, like who now are 20 years older and still, like beautiful, handsome, and like, and just pay them to have the commercial where they pretend to be in the Starbucks in the Matrix or something, and they're drinking Matrix flavored Sprite or something. Like it had a weird, like, I don't know what you call it, like effect on it. I don't know, because the first Matrix was like gritty. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah. They could have stopped at the first one, first of all, right?
They really should have, like the 2, 3, and then this one have just been steady, like just really disappointing, like really take away from, I'm not really that guy that says that they would, but it really kind of takes away from the first one.
Well, you know what former Endless Ranters guest is worked on that movie?
I heard
Luis.
about that. Yeah. Shout out to Lucigi.
Did he really?
Yeah. I'm not sure.
That's cool.
He's in a scene talking about coffee and Starbucks and stuff. He's in that coffee scene. I guess I have not seen it, but there's a coffee scene where I don't. Is that what the scene where they see each other? Oh, do I know you?
Well, they have multiple like
coffee scenes.
Yeah, so I don't know which one of those coffee scenes he's in. So
it's
incentive to go back and rewatch.
Buddy that's in the movie. It'd be good to know that before we start shitting all over it.
Yeah,
Rob, you know what I mean?
Sorry.
Like, thanks a lot.
All those residuals that Luis was going to get down the drain. Sorry,
because of us.
Yeah.
Well, it was just weird, because it was like gritty. The first ones, they met in like an underground club. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now like they're in a Starbucks and it looks like a TV. It looks like a Super Bowl TV commercial. Like that's like I don't know what you would call it. The lighting of it or something. I don't know.
Yeah. The reason why
she's a soccer mom now.
I mean, after you find out why they did what they did, it's just like, oh, okay. Because they wanted to give this illusion that they're, they just wanted to build up the illusion. So that's why
I told you I kind of half watched it too. It's like at some point I was like, my attention started to drift.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Were you on your phone?
Yeah. Did they ever mention why, like, they were going and bringing Trinity back from the dead or from whatever, but Morpheus had to be a computer program? I guess he wasn't put back in the Matrix. He was just, I don't remember what happened to him. Yeah.
Morpheus, he died in one of the video games that for spin-offs that happened in
One of the video, but not in the movies.
No, so
it was canon. The video game is canon.
Yeah, back during the original Matrix craze, there was like I think the Matrix Online and the Matrix something, or Matrix Online and Matrix. I can't remember the other Matrix video game. Yeah, and in one of those, his character dies. That's why when he comes back in this new one, he's different black dude.
Okay. Plus, it's like 60 years or something in the future.
60 years past.
60 years past.
Yeah.
Maybe they can do a Matrix with the multiverse and just bring them back.
Thank you for bringing that up, Chris. I will give them credit where, I mean, there's a lot of great production that they pulled off in this movie, but one scene in particular that really kind of bothered me is when they were showing Neo and Trinity, they're getting all the intense invasive surgery done to them by the robots. Like really fucking graphic. And I was not prepared for that, to be honest with you. So that was kind of gnarly, cool. Like, cause it looked like they used a lot of practical effects to pull it off.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So
I don't know why that made me think there's just real quick, going back to Don't Look Up.
Yeah.
There's a really cool scene where they launch, cause they have to launch all like 100 all the space shuttles and rockets they have, and they launch them all at the same time. You know what I mean? And they're all like 100 yards apart from each other.
Yeah.
It's like, that look really cool, but wow, what a terrible idea.
Like,
why would you do something like
scatter,
that?
man? Come
like
on.
If one explodes, like all of them would explode. They're all like really tight next to each other. Anyway.
Exactly.
But the Matrix was really disappointing. I guess it had a happy ending.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Could they leave it? Did the ending, did it leave you hanging or
like
they could leave it like that?
No,
whatever bullshit this means, I'll say that now Neo and Trinity are free and they're gonna make the Matrix what they think it should be or something. So,
and they fly away happily ever after.
The next Matrix will be the two of them are Anderson, Agent Smith, are bad guys, and they're like, "This is our fucking Matrix.
Get out!"
Like, don't you know who I am? There'll be no rap music in this Matrix.
Was the architect in this one at all?
No
architect.
Or who is the architect?
He was an old white bearded guy, white haired guy.
Well, the bullshit about the Matrix 2 is it's almost like Spider-Man 2. They keep I think the first what was the special lady that knew the Oracle? Like, I think the black lady the old black lady that played her the first movie died, so they hired a new black lady to play her, and they were just like, "Oh yeah, I just changed my," she said something like, "I just changed. I'm in the new Matrix now, so I just changed. I just want to change what I look like." So basically, they're just like, "Well, we can just change what anybody looks like anytime we want." So it's like,
I mean, that is the one cool thing about that universe is that, hey, it's a fucking computer program, so it gives them that leeway.
Yeah, it gives them that leeway to be like, we can just change actors anytime we want. So we're not paying any jack except for Keanu and what's her face.
Yeah.
But he's giving most of his paycheck to cancer research.
Is he?
His paycheck.
The man's a saint.
Yeah.
Oh, he's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad movie, great actor.
Yeah.
Better human being. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, he seems like a cool dude. Has he ever been on Adam Carolla? I think Adam.
He's
spoken to Adam.
Have they done anything?
But they've never. I don't think. I don't know if he's been on the CarCast though. That'd be worth.
Oh yeah,
he's more of a gearhead.
Teach Adam how to shoot guns.
They met up. Didn't they meet up at Sherwood or whatever wood in Europe when he went?
Goodwood Festival? Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. I seem to remember him talking about some time he spent with him or talking to him.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It was some sort of like motorcycle or racing deal or something.
But yeah, the Matrix was pretty disappointing. And I kind of thought it might be, I don't know,
Even with my low
hopes weren't
expectations,
high. Yeah.
They still were. They were. It was bad.
Yeah.
So speaking of bad, before we close out the episode, I had a hypothetical that I want to hit you and the viewers at home with. So if you have, an interesting answer, sound off in the Endless Ranters Facebook group. All right. You're in a party, wealthy, famous people, captains of industry, influential business, movie stars, etc. They're all there. Anyone and everyone. You somehow find yourself there, and you're in a group photo with somebody that later on turns out to be a piece of shit, problematic individual. Which of these would you want to be in the photo with? Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, Charles Manson. Who else did I have in mind? Oh, fuck. Because this was all on the heels of what happened not between, but what happened with Patton Oswalt and Dave Chappelle.
Patton Oswalt, Dave Chappelle. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they shared a photo online and everyone came after Patton. So that kind of
Charles Manson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bill Cosby. The other one was Epstein and Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein and
Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are the 4 choices.
Yeah, and we'll also throw in what's his face, Army Hammer, for whatever. Just no, Marilyn Manson.
I would go with Charles Manson.
Okay.
Because everybody would think it's photoshopped. You know what I mean? Be like, oh, you got that app where you take a picture of Manson,
That's smart. Okay.
I'd rather be with in a picture with Army Hammer because he's a man of passion.
Yeah.
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 And, Epicurean delights.
Yeah.
That's right. Hey, he likes what he likes.
Flesh,
He likes what he likes.
He likes what he likes.
Good taste.
That's true.
In women, I'm sure he's got really good taste. Right? Yeah. Can I say taste one more time?
Well, you didn't need to say it twice for me to get it.
Monkey's uncle said Charles Manson. He's so far out there, your connection to him isn't even taken seriously.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's also going to be my answer too, because
then you could be like, he's my uncle.
The guy was a budding musician, so I could be like, look, he just needed a drummer to play with him that night. There was a photographer.
Charles Manson was?
Yeah. Yeah, there's music of him out there playing. He's a folk singer or whatever the fuck. Yeah.
Was someone on Adam Carolla's show talking about Charles Manson? Was it the guy that wrote the book or something? I might have been listening to another podcast or something.
He was on Joe Rogan. I don't know if he ever went on the Carolla show as well.
Okay.
But I know you were talking. That was
just like that. It was like Manson became he never actually killed anybody. But yeah, he became the figurehead.
He wrangled people and egged them on or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's conflicting stories about that. About who was really
perpetrated what.
Well, you guys knew this. Monkey's uncle said he wanted to be a Beatle, right? Didn't he write? Didn't he have some sort of connection with
the Beach Boys?
Beach Boys, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he was really there's a chance that he was just a tiny little fraud, nothing. And they were just wow, he's just so crazy. He looks so crazy. We could make him out to be the devil.
Yeah.
And he'll play along too. So it's
it's win-win for
a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people very win-win. Someone needed to go down, whatever. And yeah.
It's just like us being fans of Adam Carolla or something. We send him a message. It's yeah, guys, cool. And he's cool. And then we're oh, he said cool to us. And then we end up, sending 5, young ladies to kill someone in a mansion. and then he's involved.
Wow. That took a fucking dark turn quick.
I know. I was I wasn't sure where you're going with that, but I'm listening.
Thanks for keeping us on our feet.
One of us was a fan, and then we wanted to be part of it.
Super fan. Holy shit.
Super fan. Yeah. We were writing jokes in our spare time.
Yeah. So Patton Oswalt had one heck of a week, didn't he?
Yeah.
Man, that's so. I almost feel sorry for him. I don't know why. I feel sorry for Dave Chappelle because I guess in his role in this is that all he did was invite him.
Yeah.
Like he knew that he was there close by, so he called his friend Patton Oswalt and was like, "Why don't you come down here?"
Oh man.
And then I don't know. I would love to hear Chappelle's take on this because maybe he's already given it, but like his funny comedic take, not like his, he's
Thoughtful.
he probably
Has
is
he
he's probably a good friend and would probably try to help Patton Oswalt in this
Yeah.
situation, unlike
Yeah.
Patton Oswalt who's apologizing for taking a picture with someone.
Yeah. Who has said don't apologize? Is that Amber Carolla? Who says
It's
don't?
always Ace. There's other people
Mhm.
that have kind of
I
said the
think
same
Rogan
thing.
also says the same thing.
Tim
A lot of
Pool's
people,
the same. Like,
Yeah.
got to be on the offensive.
They're gonna drag you anyway. So what has Dave Chappelle responded to?
I don't
this?
know. I don't
Haven't
know.
heard.
But
Okay.
it'd be funny to hear him tell the story of how like all he did was invite his old friend to come
Yeah.
over, take a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the next thing you know, like just a week-long controversy about this friend, like having,
Controversy too.
like voluntarily deciding to like what do you call it when you, I was going to say flagellate, but isn't that farting? I don't know.
That's flatulate.
Flatulate, when you flagellate yourself, like
Too
over
close.
the fact that he took, he came and saw his friend Dave and took a picture with him. Like he decided to voluntarily punish himself and like put himself in the stockades. Just weird, like a weird turn of events.
But didn't Pan also look? They're comedians, right? But didn't he make some LGBT jokes? And
I saw that video going around.
Yeah.
Saw that, and a lot of people that seemed sincere were saying that that video was edited because he was really kind of doing an impersonation of someone, you know what I mean? Like, so it was like, it wasn't like, oh, he used to, score a lot of laughs by making fun of, trans people.
For sure.
I feel like so mature now. Cause I was like, the old Chris of 2021 would have been like tranny. You know what I mean? I was like, I said trans person,
Yeah.
Now the fact that I decided to take 30 seconds to, rewind and go back and, say tranny now for the second time.
Sorry,
Not so
counts
mature.
for nothing now.
It's all to make a point. It's not to offend or hurt anybody.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that,
For the lawyers.
Yeah, Rob, come on, man. Come on.
Speaking of Rob,
it's just a weird, like, I don't know. Yeah. Go.
Let the people know.
I figured that, so what I've figured out is that Patton Oswalt has a big part of his following must be like LGBTQ something.
I can see that.
I got those
Sure.
right. Yeah. Like he must have a big, like that must be like a big chunk of when he goes somewhere, like that's what's going to help him fill.
He wrote
which good for him, you know what I mean? But it's like, that might've been part of it too, is like, oh shit. Like,
his apology was like 2-3 paragraphs long. It's pretty long.
Like I said, I love the picture that he had someone take of him sitting at the desk.
I want to see his face like crying,
That's the next step.
Yeah.
That is the next step because it's like, oh no, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
It probably will for him because he's not, I don't think he's very threatening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the LGBTQ community is like, looks at Patton Oswalt like, nah, I don't think we got anything to worry about with this guy.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna be leading any any charge against us.
I don't see why these comedians can't just say, guys, it was a picture. It was a picture. So like either deal with it or not. But it was
like
there.
Like Ace
done.
would say, you just ignore it.
Yeah. Picture. Sorry you got offended or something. I don't know.
So yeah, he's got that's a big chunk of his following, I guess. And also, he's either a really bad friend or it's possible he's a really terrible friend and also a really terrible ally to the LGBTQ plus community.
He's a man is what he is.
He's like, I'm not good at
flaws.
either thing. I'm not good at being a friend and I'm not good at being an ally to this community that, blah, 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 blah. So, all right.
Well, speaking of communities and reaching out and all that, Robbie, hit the people with the social plugs, man.
All right. Well, happy New Year, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Another episode, first episode of 2022. You can follow us on Instagram at Endless Ranters Podcast. You can also join us on Facebook. We've got a private Facebook group if you want to join us and share memes and kind of go back and forth on different topics. The Endless Ranters Podcast group on Facebook. If you want to check us out on Twitter, it's at Endless Ranters. Check us out on Twitter. And Chris, we're on what is the new platform?
Oh, I think it's Endless Ranters.
At
Endless Ranters.
At what's the new Twitter?
It's on Getter.
Getter. There you go. So we're at Endless Ranters.
Sounds threatening. You know what I mean?
Just a bit.
Like get him.
Yeah.
It would be a get him.
That's right. Get him. And if you want to follow Mole Man Manny, you can check him out on Instagram and Twitter at how we figure. Check him out. If you want to check me out, I'm on Instagram, Robbie Spotlight, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, all that stuff. But check me out on Instagram. I like to share memes and pictures and all that stuff. So thanks for joining us, guys.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you, man. Thanks for wrapping it up for us. Again, happy New Year from all of us to all of you. Thanks for listening, and really appreciate your time. So this is Chris saying, get it on.
This is Rob. Get it on.
Get it on, everybody.
Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah, OnlyFans. I forgot.
You forgot your OnlyFans.
I forgot the OnlyFans. We're still in great sweatpants season. Don't forget.
Yeah, you're right. We are in that season still.
Yeah. Monkey's uncle, thanks for joining us. You're awesome. Brewing backhand.
Thanks, guys.
The bot that was up there somewhere. It was like a Russian bot.
There's a bot, really?
Yeah. Mindy, she's always joining us. Right on, Mindy. We love you. Celeste, right on. She checks us out, but doesn't really, sign in. And a few other people.
His uncle says, what would your thoughts be if tomorrow your parents told you that you were born the opposite sex that you think you are now? Oh boy.
That would be a conundrum.
Where's that coming from, Monkey's uncle? You got some news to share with us? We could have a Maury Povich moment if you want to come on the show.
Maury Povich.
Gray sweatpants to light gray sweatpants.
I mostly like to keep it the black sweatpants. I'm not big on the grays.
Oh, the trans talk. Yeah. So
we were respectful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably.
Yeah. But it would be, it'd be difficult. It'd be a conundrum. I'm sure I cannot.
Well, how would that be possible? I guess that your parents decide to change you before, like what?
Well, what if they told you, right? And you're like, no, I'm not. Or, right?
Okay, so this is more of like a hypothetical,
I
like
think so.
not like this actually happens, because that
I'm thinking, yeah.
Like first the parent has to like
Cool, right on.
trick the kid into saying they want to play with dolls or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like the whole backlash and attacks on Dave Chappelle were kind of like gross. But I mean, people that are going through that, like someone that like thinks that they were born like another sex, like I really wouldn't wish that on anybody, So it's like,
don't they?
But I also don't think we should be like, oh, that's just normal. And like, as soon as someone like, some kid starts experimenting that maybe they should, should have been a boy or should have been a girl or something, like, no. It's not. I think there needs to be like a decade of counseling.
Remember when I think Mario Lopez got in trouble because he kind of said, oh, well, your kid's, 8 and you're already giving, I don't
That's
know.
pretty fucked up. That's pretty fucked up.
But don't they also, there's a term, isn't what is it, gender dysphoria or something like that?
Yeah, there's a term. There's sure.
I have to look it up.
It's a real issue.
But
it doesn't mean that your
sounds...
8-year-old should change. And like now the solution being you change the sex of your 8-year-old. That seems, I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to the layman, that's kind of seems a bit drastic.
Yeah, if your kid says that to you, the parent should change their sex. How about that?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get a 2-for-1 deal.
That's right.
Like mom or dad, you got to go in there with them. Like get exchange.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be kind of like yeah, they should make it to where you have to find a sibling. You know where I'm going with this, Rob.
Yeah, I know.
It's like when you get, I got a bad liver, I need to find someone with the right blood type to get a liver transplant. Well, if you want to get a sex change, you got to like find a sibling. You got to have a sibling that wants to swap with you.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm reading this comment by Monkey's Uncle. I don't know. Is this real?
Yeah. That's true. I mean, that's like hermaphrodites are real, like that are born with both organs, and they're not like both fully functional organs usually, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's tough. And that's kind of why those cases exist. And like, all you really need is like one case of a human being born where the doctor's like, I'm not really sure. Like they got to make a call. I don't know.
Yeah. That'd be
I guess there probably are, man. There probably are ways to know other than just the junk. Cause that, I don't know. People can be born with with finger, like a claw hand or something.
Yeah.
That was the claw hand was the first thing I could think of. Doesn't mean like there's anything else wrong with any other part of their body or their brain or anything like that.
Yeah.
There can be just fucked up stuff that happens.
Well, speaking of that, what
we have like Siamese twins, like that's like that kind of shit happens, man. Like,
yeah, all those crazy and very disrespectful memes that you send me, Chris, throughout the week with Siamese twins. Come on.
I can't help it.
But speaking of Siamese twins, also the circus right now, they 30 years ago it was way more politically incorrect, right? You have the bearded lady, and whatever, the fat guy, and the this and that's like, come on. And some of them even with disabilities, and check out this freak.
Yeah, that's the thing. Some of them were just disabilities.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a real life snake woman. Oh, actually, she's just got multiple sclerosis.
Exactly.
Right. That's terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like those things happen. Like those medical cases happen where people are born with both, and it's like, hey, everybody, like, you're kind of your biblical, kind of say that tongue in cheek, but like your biblical approach to like male female, like that's not ain't gonna cover the hermaphrodite. Like,
no,
the biblical biblioteca.
Yeah, there's no like that kind of like whatever you want to call it, traditional viewpoint on like male female biology or whatever does kind of get junked up by some of these real things that happen, like that are pretty
sure.
Like it's a human. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know people that are going through that. It's like I can't. Like, there's probably a few that have some kind of other syndrome. Like, if it wasn't they wanted to have a sex change, there'd be some other drastic acting out. And I'm sure like psychiatrists, like doctors, can hopefully figure that kind of stuff out quickly. I'm sure there's those cases, but most of them are probably like there's someone like really like in their brain they're having to something's not working right. I don't mean that derogatory way, but like something is not adding up right in their brain. They feel that, I don't know.
Well, I don't know. It's pretty, would be, like I said, a conundrum, if I'm using that word right. But yeah, it's like I've seen a lot of them here, talking about how obviously if I had the choice, I wouldn't, I wouldn't be. I don't know. It's not like a choice to a lot of them, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's where it is, or it's like, yeah, I mean, it's really, yeah, like there's a lot of nuance and required for a conversation like that. You know, like I don't really want to make anybody that's going through something like that feel worse.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I'd probably tell them like, don't watch Dave Chappelle. Like,
oh yeah.
Like, you know, there's a lot of other comedians you can watch, not Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. There's plenty of other people. Look, people are gonna yeah, people are gonna disagree on some things and agree on other things. There's gonna be if you go to a comedy show here in San Francisco, you're gonna get a whole bunch of left-leaning stuff and very liberal stuff. And I'm sure if I go to maybe some other parts of the country, you know, I go to some comedy shows in San Francisco and they're like, oh, how about those freaking Christians, huh? Or those Republicans, or the, you know, I see a lot of, you know, it's so, but if you're there, like, if you're listening to comedy, if you don't know what you're getting yourself into, my advice is like, okay, you can always get up and say, hey, can I have my money back? I didn't know this is the content that I was gonna, and I'm pretty sure most of the comedy clubs are gonna be like, you know what? All right, here we go. I'm sure they don't want to deal with the, you know, big issue. Unfortunately, a lot of people, if you see a lot of these videos on YouTube, the hecklers and, you know, when they're talking bad about so and so, boo, or, you know, or they kind of start interjecting into the whole comedy bit. It's like, dude, okay, if you don't like it, just quietly get your stuff.
Yeah. It's a special kind of person though, to like go to a comedy show and let their unhappiness with the content like be known.
Yeah.
Like, say something funny. Like, yeah, that.
Yeah, exactly. It's so many. Look, we're on YouTube right now, right? We can look into so many of these. Whether it's like someone's making fun of Biden or Trump, and there's someone in the audience that might say something, and then of course that gets the attention of whoever's talking, and it just gets annoying. It's like, dude, just will you shut up, or let the guy keep on, you know. What's his name? Adam Ray, I think it was, recently was dealing with a heckler, and then also he was doing stand up with Adam Carolla one day, and also this lady kept on just kind of talking and.
Yeah. I remember that episode.
Like,
I was
just shut
distracted.
up. Yeah. Obviously, there's the drunk people, and then there's the Karens, and then there's the, hey, that's not funny. You know, hey, that's not funny. Yeah.
Oh well, what? Yeah, at least we don't have people like saying that yet. You know, we gotta get more listeners, then people can start insulting Rob. All they want. You
know, we haven't been canceled yet, and you know.
Hey man, give us time. The year's young.
It is weird. I don't know. I did it on a whim. I didn't even do like a Getter account for myself. I just downloaded the app because of all the Joe Rogan talk and like all the talk about them getting like 500,000 or 700,000 new subscribers. I don't know. I figured I'm not really going to use it. Just figured probably not bad for people at Twitter to see stories about how many users that are signing up for some other competitive service.
Yeah.
You know.
And then there's that
out for myself.
There's another competitor. I forget what it's called. But it's kind of like
there was a bunch of shit that came out, like Gab and
All right, y'all. I'm calling tonight. I'm gonna pass up.
All right, bro. Take care.
Take it easy, guys.
All right, guys. Or all right, man. But yeah,
we're gonna wrap up in a minute. But yeah, there's Gab. There's a bunch that came out. Rumble or something.
Yeah, there's Rumble. There's another one. Shoot. It's like Telegram, I think, right?
I've heard of Telegram. It's been around for a while. It's like a private, I don't know what you call it, like
Parler. Monkey's uncle said Parler. Yeah. That
Parler was the one.
That's the right wing one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to that.
I don't really think they'll be any different, right? Because I think like all of these services have terms and conditions. And all of them kind of need to live by Apple's standards too, or else they won't. Like that's, like you can't have an app on their app store if you don't follow their rules.
They got banned, right?
I think maybe Parler did, or I don't know what it was, but they could basically just make up whatever, because Twitter has porn, but supposedly you can't have an app on the Apple App Store, but Twitter allows porn, and there's an app. It's like,
man. Right. Look, as a guy,
like, it's just right out. It's just right out in the open. How?
It is. As a guy, I'm like, cool. Thanks, Twitter and Apple. But as a normal person, like, dude, Twitter's got porn. My kids can get on Twitter any second, look at your thing, your porn. Taliban, I'm sure a lot of known terrorists or whatever have Twitter accounts. Kill this and kill that, have Twitter accounts.
But there's all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I mean, there's all.
Yeah.
I doubt it'll change Twitter at all, because they're kind of part of the group, so I doubt it'll really affect them, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
See if, if anything changes this year in 2022.
Yeah, we'll see. But look, I feel like, hey, if there's a new platform, hey, why not grab a screen name or whatever and do it?
Yeah, that was part of it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, there was nothing there really, so I haven't looked at it again. So that's about it. I did notice it's all dudes. And then it's called Getter, and then it's like pretty much all dudes. All dudes, and then like you got your kind of like your, I don't know, like handful of women, like Candace Owens. I don't know if she's on there, but that kind of like conservative, outspoken woman. Now they're on there, but other than that, just a bunch of dudes.
Yeah. I've got my thoughts on some of those. There's one female conservative commentator, and she's got her Instagram account, and I check her out sometimes, and she's always doing these like shooting with the rifles and making woodwork, and sometimes she's dancing, and I'm like, okay, like I'm sure a lot of these guys, middle-aged guys, are following you for your political thoughts, even though every other video is you dancing and shooting your guns and making your woodwork or whatever. I've got some thoughts on some other people, but look, it's just like these nerds on online. You see all these kind of booth babes and Jessica Negri and some other professional nerd babes, where they're they dress up and sometimes they like your post or whatever. I don't go ahead and I don't send them anything, but these nerds are like, oh, they're just like us, even though they're they've got their OnlyFans and they show half their body, but these nerds think that some of these people can relate to them or vice versa, and that's kind of how some of these people I see, like not Candace Owens, she's got her own thing and she doesn't show her body, right? But some other ones I can probably find some, but
they were talking a little bit about that on Tim Pool recently.
Oh, really?
I know what I'm just kind of like where the fandom, like the science of fandom, like hardcore, like people that start to like, and it's more common, so it's tough. Like I have it with sports athletes, like you start to feel like you have like this, and I mean, obviously for me, it's like, quarterback, whatever it is, it's not serious, but like people like start having these weird things, like there's some kind of personal relationship between you and that celebrity or whoever it is you're following, and it's like, it's kind of strange what people do, like what people start to imagine. They were talking about in the context of TV shows and like how people get into TV shows and characters, and like when people really get into these fan groups, like they're living it, like they're living like Game of Thrones, and they're like really obsessed with the characters, the actors, like real life actors.
Yeah.
Really into it.
And they go like LARPing or something.
Not even, and like that's kind of, it's almost unfair to like, they take it even a step further to where it becomes like unhealthy. you know.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe not. Maybe not. It's just fantasy. I don't know.
Yeah, I've got a really good friend who stalked what's his name? The guy that plays Jax Teller, Charlie Hunnam, right outside his house. Just kidding. I think she watches the show sometimes, but she did go stop by his house because her friend.
Oh, see, you said you said you had a friend that stalked. And I was like, well, it's got to be a dude. And then you said it's
no.
I was like, oh, okay,
female.
This is not a crime.
I know, right? Hey, if I was Charlie, I'd be like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, it's like that's the whole point of becoming a celebrity like that. You want, hot chicks lining up at your door.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Some people not,
Oh no.
Less mature grown-ups than me would think that.
Yeah, just like there's FU money, FB money. Some celebrities are F me celebrities. FU celebrities is like, I don't need the fans. F me celebrities is like, yeah, come and F me. But FU celebrities is
like, seriously. No, seriously. I'm not talking about F me money. We're just talking about like
seriously F me.
Oh boy. All right, I guess we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, I think we're
good talking to you, buddy.
All right, guys. Thanks, Chris.
Next time.
On. Everybody watching, we're happy you're coming along with this as well. So
yep. Signing off.